Okay, let's go over the stretches for the neck. First one, we're going to perform neck flexion. So we're going to bring the head like this, both hands. So we're stretching out the semispinalis capitis, semispinalis cervicus, and also the trapezius, the upper middle portion, maybe a little bit of the lower portion, depends how much you push it up. But with this one, be careful, because if they can't breathe, sometimes if they have a larger chest area, this can cut off circulation for that area then. So another option for a neck flexion, like this, and you're going to bring it up. So both the hands are on the anterior deltoid region. So again, we're going to bring it up and stretch that area then, like that. And if you want a little bit of different stretch, you're going to bring it this way, or you can bring it this way. So again, with stretching, slow in, maintain it, and then slow out for that area. Next one, bilateral flexion. So bilateral flexion, meaning two of course, and flexion. So we're going to bring the head like this, and with them still staring at the ceiling. So what we're going to do is, don't compress the ear at all, okay? Like this, and like this. And sometimes if you're not getting a good enough stretch, sometimes it's a shoulder, so you might have to push the shoulder down a little bit in order to get a better stretch in that area. So again, cross-handed works a little bit better, so it's better to push than to pull apart then. And for that, it's stretching the trapezius, also the levator scapula. Those are major muscles that's stretching in that area. And a little bit of sternocleidomastoid. Next option what we're going to do is we're going to rotate like this. So we're going to stretch out the sternocleidomastoid here. Also a little bit of the levator scapula. So we're going to cross-hand it and kind of push the head down to the table a little bit so you can get that rotation. So neck rotation. But with all these stretches, make sure when you perform one stretch on one side, make sure you even them out on the other side too then. Okay, next one, we're going to perform some traction. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to hook our fingers right underneath the suboccipital ridge. So right underneath this bone, right underneath the skull. And with this, we're going to pull, we're going to traction. So this is getting all the neck muscles for this type of stretch. Chiropractors, physical therapists are really big into this kind of stretch, especially after car accident. But again, with car accidents, make sure you get permission from a doctor. Make sure they take x-rays beforehand, before you even touch the client, just to be safe. You're going to traction and pull then. Another option is, for traction, you're going to place your hand underneath like this, then your hand on top of their forehead, and we're going to kind of lean back like this. So that's the second option for that. Now the third option, have your hand underneath the skull and then right at the chin area. So right at the chin, make sure it's not on the neck. You're just going to kind of lean back a little bit. This one definitely test it out on people beforehand just to be safe. So again, you're going to traction. And more than likely, the client will like one of the stretches better than the other, so everybody's going to be a little bit different about whether they can handle these kind of traction stretches. Another traction, we're going to bring it up here, and we're going to put our thumbs underneath the suboccipital ridge. So right underneath the suboccipital ridge like this, we're going to hold the forehead and kind of traction up for that area. So it's getting the trapezius muscle, semispinalis capitis, semispinalis cervicus, and even a little bit of the suboccipitals too. So suboccipitals is the big one for headaches, so it's right underneath and on the suboccipital ridge right here then. Next option, for traction, you're going to place your forearm underneath the neck, and you can just kind of rotate, kind of hook your forearm. So I'm hooking my radius bone right underneath the suboccipital ridge and kind of tractioning this way. Or same option, but then you can rotate a little bit too. So again, you're kind of hook it like this, or you can place your hand right on the anterior deltoid, rotate it, and stretch it out that way too. So there's many different options, and see which ones you feel more comfortable with, those areas.